Hi team, welcome to your day 9 of your 21 days of Pilates with me, Janet. Today's focus is a full body strength workout, so each body part will be worked out today. And we're going to start on the ground. No equipment, of course, is required, no impact on the knees. We're going to start with bridge work. Make sure you're in the center, tummy muscles pulled in, feet in parallel to the hips. Lift straight up and down, exhale. So flatten your back as you take a breath out. Scoop the hips up and try to get your hips in line to a diagonal line to the knees as we practice in week 1. Feel free to go back to those videos if you need a little bit of a refresher or you want to work on those techniques a little bit. Squeezing it up and down. Arms lifting, obviously, if you want to take it up a little bit of a notch. The hands can always stay on the ground because if you press your triceps, the back of the arms into the mat, it helps your body to lift a little bit easier sometimes. Not too much, that much of a help, but a little minuscule help. It doesn't go awry as we're lifting up and down. Good. All right, we're going to single leg lift. So the bridge will stay the same, but your right leg is going to lift up and swing down, and then we drop it. Exhale to lift, right leg up, bring it down towards the ground, bring it back up and drop, and then lift again. We're going to focus just on that right leg for now. Don't worry, I won't forget about the other leg. So lift. As my leg is swinging, I can lift my arms up. Try not to drop the hips when the leg, I see it in a lot of class, when people drop the leg, they also drop the bum like if they're trying to tap the back of the bum towards the ground. That is not required. You can stay up there. You can also start to add in your arms. When the legs drop, the arms drop, come back in and release it down. Exhale to lift and extend, come back to center, drop it down. So as this is week 2, we are going into a bit more of a dynamic movements. Good. All right, have a little bit of a moment as we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Good. Push and then left leg up, drop it down, lift up there and drop. So the hips don't move as the leg swings. Everything stays in that diagonal line. Generally what you can do is you can bring the hands underneath your lower back and see if your back will tap onto the hands when it's making a fist. If it does, it's a bit too low. So you want to be able to fit at least one of your fists underneath your lower back, if not maybe 2 stacked, depending on how high you can go. All right, we're going to start to move the arms, move the legs at the same time, like we did on the other side. Keeping your belly button drawn in, exhaling as you do the dynamic movement and drop. Good. All right, we're going into side obliques. So your right hand is dropped, legs are stacked. This is your level 1 option. We're just lifting that bottom hip off the ground. So the area that you're using is your stomach muscles on the side. There is obliques. Level 2 is your top leg is going to straighten for me. Lift out of your shoulders. Try not to overuse your shoulders. Level 3, both legs are straight. It's like a scissor motion. Top leg in front, bottom leg behind on the side of the foot. And then we push up and drop. Notice how my elbows and hands are just underneath in line with my shoulders. So they're not too far in front or behind me. Make sure it's right stacked under. Keep pushing and lightly dropping the hips down only. Don't let us slam down to the ground if you can help it. Great job. All right, let's go move to the other side. So left arm is underneath, same concept. All the levels are there for you. Hands on the hips. We're going to lift the hips with your knees stacked as we did on the other side. So whatever you did on one side, ideally try to do it on the other so you're symmetrical. Level 2 is the top leg is straight. If this is the second time or third time even that you're doing this video and you know what the higher levels are, you can go straight into it with your level 3 option, side of the feet. Right, no need to wait for me to indicate it. You can go straight in, especially if you want to increase the intensity. Even though these are going day by day, there is no stress to always keep up with the days. You can always repeat a day if you want to. Good, and release it down. All right, let's swim. We're dropping onto the belly, tummy muscles pulled into the spine, arms just in front of you first, legs pointed, and let's kick. So you're trying to get the knees off the ground. If you find that your knees are slamming on the floor, you need to squeeze your butt and lift the legs a little bit higher. And then my level 2s, your arms are coming up next to your ears, clasp the hands together. It's like you're swimming through water and you're trying to get up towards the surface. Try to not have your arms drop down. Sometimes if your mobility of your shoulders are quite stiff, not quite there yet, you might have a bit of trouble lifting the arms. Or if your posture, your shoulders are rounded, you may also find lifting your arms next to your ears tricky as well. Keep at it. It is important to keep that mobility up and that strength up in your shoulders over time. 1, it's good for posture. 2, it's just a better look for you. And release. Good. All right, we're going into some push-up work. Hands nice and narrow. My level 1s, you're going to be on your knees, quite close underneath the hips. Drop yourself down, elbows flicking out to the side. Hands are coming into like a diamond shape underneath your chest. Level 2s, the knees move back. So we did practice this again in week 1. If you're not quite sure what my hands are doing, they're holding like a diamond. They're not too wide, they're not too narrow, because I want to work your chest and your triceps at the same time. Elbows are out a little bit to the side, about a 45-degree angle, but not completely horizontal. Drop your chest. The lower you go, obviously the deeper the stretch is. You can stay upper half, you can go to the lower, or you go just to where the crease of the arms are. Nice. All right, one last movement. Hands underneath the shoulders. This is a bear tap, bear crawl with a tap. So hover the knees 1 or 2 centimeters, eyes looking forward, and we're going to tap, go out and tap. Lift the knees, tap out, come in, drop it down. Lift, tap, in and down. Level 2s, there is no dropping the knees now. I'm just going to continuously tap. Make sure the knees are just hovering 1 or 2 centimeters. Your bum is in line with your shoulders. I see it a lot in class where people are lifting your bum very high like a mountain, but that actually just turns off the strength in the belly and you're moving more into your arms than actually your core. And you want to always keep it in the center. Lots of muscles there. Very good to use them. Once your core is strong, everything else in life gets a little bit easier. Even just walking or running, whatever you like to do. And release, pull back, have a stretch, shake out the arms. That was quick, right? Hopefully it was for you as well. We're going to just do a quick stretch here. One arm across the chest. One arm, swap to the other one. Link the hands behind you, lift up through the chest there. And you are done for day 9. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, team.